a bit tired because I have had a lot of work to do this weekend, and I mean the whole week. But it has been so good so far. Thanks for asking. Yeah, there is something good when you look behind and you see all the things that you have achieved. So that is a joy. It had been a busy week, but at the same time, I have seen a lot of like achievement. Hello, Joanna. So good to see you. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. Very good. Thanks.
Okay, that's good. How is your day? How has been your day?
Today
Okay.
I don't have to work and in my house.
Oh, so good. That is really good, right?
Yes.
Time to rest. That is really good. Okay, so it is good to see you, Jennifer, Joanna, and Esperanza. I think it will be the three of you and just me because Kaljian, I think, is not coming for this encounter, but that's okay. Okay, so then I want you to tell me if you don't hear me well, okay? Any time of the lesson, any time of the session. If you think there is a broken sound, you can say, sorry, teacher, I don't hear you well. Or if you don't understand something that I said, yeah, you just tell me, sorry, can you repeat that again? Can you rephrase it? Can you say that again? Okay. So today's encounter, it is going to be about the IELTS. Okay, it's going to be about that test. So we're going to talk about that. Okay, did you all watch the video that we sent you before about the IELTS, speaking part one, part two, and part three? You watched them, right?
Yes.
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 So okay, good. Good. So Jennifer, can you tell me a little bit about the video, please?
Okay, teacher.
Go ahead.
Um, the video present speaking part one, speaking part two, and three. The part one present introduction and familiar topics. For example, name, ID, studying or are working at moment. Eh, the the video uh, tell to introduce yourself and tell about your name, hobbies, food, family. Uh, for example, the question what kind of place it is, what the most interesting part of your town. Um, Speaking part two, long tour. Uh, the video present to describe a place, person, favorite, object, event, or activity. Uh, the part three present the question about.
Okay, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Sorry for stopping you. Esperanza, can you tell me something about the video about part three? Thank you, Jennifer. That was good.
Okay, teacher.
Esperanza, tell us something
Okay,
about part three. Go ahead.
okay, teacher. This video is about advice to present the IELTS exam. It is the most accepted English exam in school and companies in the world. It is divided in three parts. The first part is about familiar topics. You can speak, for example, about your work, your study, your hobbies. Second part is about the long term. In this part, you can speak about, describe activities, places, person, objects. Third part is about discussion questions. Mm, in this part, you should practice complete answers. For example, with a reason, an example, or an alternative.
Okay, thank you so much. Joanna, would you like to add something to that? Would you like to say something else? No, or what do you say? Sorry. You have to, yeah, there you go. Now I
Okay.
hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I came to add in the beginning of the video, she gives us a paper about the speaking score, and he says he gives in the paper divide in four parts. Part one is an fluency and coherence. Two is lexical research. It means vocabulary, and part three is grammatical range and accuracy, and part four is pronunciation. And give some suggestions about the exam. The exam, for example, he said, you do not be perfect, you need to very good, and you can make some mistakes, but you don't get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
thank you. Thank you so much. That was good. Okay, let me just give you let me just ask you something. Do you have questions about IELTS? Do you have questions about the overview of the three parts of the test?
Uh, yeah, this test is for the next activity,
Yes, that is part of your
tax 5.
activity guide. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So let me, okay, do you have any other questions about the procedure? Questions about the procedure for IELTS? No?
Mm.
Okay. So you're set. Okay, let me just share with you my screen. I will make a review for you. Then here, I think you're able to see my screen, right? Do you see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So we're going to start with this one. Okay. So remember, this is the overview of three parts of the test. Okay, of the three parts. Okay, so we have part one, which is more about general questions. Okay, just as Jennifer said, part one. I mean, IELTS is divided into three parts. Okay, part one is more about general.
So,
Sorry, Jennifer. Sorry, Jennifer. What did you say?
okay, teacher. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So remember, part one is about general questions. So this will last 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. Part one is 4 to 5 minutes. Then in part one, you will have to answer up to 4 questions. Okay. I mean, sometimes more than that, but yeah, 4 questions, more or less, or 3 topics. Okay. Oh, really? Yeah. So you will have to answer up to 4 questions for 3 topics. Okay. Later on, I will explain to you what are those 3 topics. Okay. So try to speak for about 2 or 4 sentences for each question. Okay. Okay. So that is part one. Okay. So you will have to answer up to 4 questions for 3 topics. Okay. So here you have the different three topics: studies, work, and free time. Okay, you will be asked first questions about your hometown, let's say, and then studies, and then something about your work. But that's okay. Then we have part two, sorry for that. So we have part two, and it lasts 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. The examiner will hand you a card with a topic on it. The examiner with a topic. So there you will have 1 minute when you receive the card with the topic on it. You will have 1 minute to prepare for the topic. That minute you will be able to ideas your answers about the card. Okay, so you
Ay, Dios.
I
take
can hear
notes.
you.
Start with the top. Okay, what about now? Okay, yes. So the examiner will hand you a card with a topic on it. Then you 1 minute. When you receive, the examiner will give you 1 minute. There you can take notes. Okay, remember, you will have 1 minute to prepare for the topic. You something. Okay, I mean you can take notes about your answers. Then when your 1 minute is up, you will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. So the examiner will. Do you hear me well, Jennifer, Esperanza, Joanna?
Okay, teacher.
Do you hear me, Esperanza?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Joanna, do you hear me well?
The last part, no.
Okay.
I can.
So yeah, do you see my screen here,
Yes.
Joanna?
Yes.
So good. So the examiner will hand you a card, right? Then you will have 1 minute to prepare for the topic. That's it.
Okay.
So there you can take notes, okay? You can have a, I don't know, a blank sheet with you. You can have something with you to write down, or you can type it on your computer. You can write down on your computer, okay? You will see the card. The card will have a topic and several questions. Then you have 1 minute. Then you can write something down, take notes, and then you will have 2 minutes to answer. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
that is part two. Okay. Part three will be more a discussion based on part two. Okay. So it will be a discussion based on part two. So you have to remember that, yeah, the examiner will ask you a series of questions related to your topic in part two. That's it. Okay. That's it. It isn't more than that. Just asking you questions. Okay. Questions. Is it clear?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that because we are going to practice. Okay. So we're going to practice. Is that okay? Okay, so we're gonna do part one, part two, and part three. Okay, I will start with you, Joanna. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I will stop sharing my screen with you. Do you see my screen here?
No.
No. Okay, that's the idea. Okay,
Okay.
so Joanna, I want. Remember part one. Remember part one. You will have 4 to 5 minutes to talk. Okay,
Okay.
and the examiner will ask you several questions. Okay.
Okay.
So if you finish talking about one question, that's okay. Don't worry about that. The examiner will ask you again another question. So
Okay.
remember that it will be questions regarding three topics, okay? It will be about studies, work, free time, or something like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Joanna. So I want you, yeah, let me just first ask you something about about your studies, okay? I mean, first of all, where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Samacá, Boyacá, which is near to Tunja. It's a
Okay,
municipality. Yes.
okay, okay. Do you live there?
No, I live in Guayaquil, Ecuador.
Okay, thank you. So what are you doing there in Guayaquil?
I work in like as a secretary, but about I'm here. I live here about 10 years ago, and the beginning I was a baby sister. I think
Yes.
yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, what are you studying?
Uh, I'm studying bachelor in English. My career, or
Yes,
I think it's called
yes.
a bachelor in English, something like this.
Okay, thank you so much. So why did you choose that particular career?
Uh, because I like to know other cultures, and English. I think is open doors for more options, and I like to learn English, but it was very hard for me. But I try. I'm try to speak English.
Okay.
So no.
What job would you like when you have completed all your studies?
Um, I would like to be a teacher. I like students and two opportunities. I work with children, and that was a beautiful experience, and I like.
Okay, thank you so much. So that was good to hear from you.
Okay.
Okay, so now, so that's basically part one, okay?
Okay.
So it isn't that hard, right? Just questions about yourself.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so now let me just, okay, let me go with you, Jennifer, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Jennifer, let's practice again, part one. Okay, Jennifer, so this is IELTS part one. Can you tell me something about where you live, your hometown, your city? Where are you from?
Uh, I am from Soata, Boyacá. It's near Duitama. I live in San Mateo, Boyacá. I work as a teacher in the primary school. Uh,
Okay, so can you tell me again, what work do you do? What work do you do?
Hi,
Yes,
excuse me.
what work do you do? What's your
Uh,
job?
excuse me. Repeat, please.
What is your job? What's your
Uh,
work? What work do you do?
um, I work in the primary school as teacher uh, in the rural school.
Okay. What do you enjoy most about your work?
Mm, No le entendí. Repeat
Okay.
the
What do
question.
you, yeah, what do you like most about your work?
Um, okay. I like the my work is teaching in children. Um, I share my um, my uh, learning. Um, I um, is very interesting. Um, teach uh, children in yes,
Okay, okay,
okay.
that was good. Okay, let's leave it there. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Esperanza,
Okay, teacher.
let me ask you something, Esperanza. Okay, so we're practicing. Okay, this is part one. Remember about your time. Part one, you will have 4 to 5 minutes to talk. So remember to give, I mean, your best answers. Okay, best answers you can develop. So Esperanza, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it with you. Okay, Esperanza, ready for this?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Esperanza, where are you from?
I am from Popayan, but I live in Huachcono. It is a community in indigenous because I work as teacher.
Okay, thank you. What do you most enjoy about your work?
Mm, the most I like so much work with the childrens. I like to teach. I like to play with them. I like to speak with them because they are very funny. Mm, eh, I like help them to learn. Mm,
Okay, is there any other work you would like to do in the future?
repeat please the questions.
Of course. If is there any other job or work you would like to do in the future?
Um, okay. I have always worked as teacher. I carry 15 years working as teacher. I I don't see me in other work.
Okay. I would like to move on and ask you some questions about your free time. What type of activities do you like to do in your free time?
Mhm. I like watch TV with my small daughter, Carol Sofia. I I like to play basketball with her. I I like to study English in the night. I like to read about text about English. I like mm, mm, listen music in English, for example. I like read the books. I enjoy to make dinners in family. I like go out shopping with my small daughter. Mm, I like buy toys to my daughter. I like travel to now new places with my family.
Okay, thank you so much, Esperanza. That was good. Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, that was good. You have to remember 4 minutes, five. So that was good. Your daughter, okay, okay, your daughter. So it is good to hear that. Thank you, Esperanza. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Jennifer. So this is part one, okay? Do you have questions
Okay.
about part one? Is it clear for you?
No.
Okay, so we'll move on. So now, we're going to part two, okay? So in part two, the examiner will give you a card, okay? And it will be a card something like this. Let me just share with you my screen so you will be able to see here the prompt, okay? Do you see my screen?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so part two, we're moving forward to part two, okay? So here in part two, the examiner will give you a card, something like this. I mean, he will give you something like this, and there he will give you, okay, you have 1 minute to read it and to prepare. Then you can take notes, okay? You can do it on your computer, with your computer. You can type there anything you want, right? But remember, you will have to describe an unusual job which you think you will be good at. Then you should say in the answer what the job is, what kind of people do this job, what it involves, how you know about this job, and also say why you think you will be good at it. Okay, let's have a different one. Let's say this one. Same thing. Describe an important choice you had to make in your life. Then you should say when you had this choice. So let's say getting married. Of course. So, okay, too much noise there, but that's okay. So then you should say, okay, let's get married. When you had this choice, you have to remember what it was. I don't know. I mean, I'm not married, so you will have to think about it. So what you had to choose between, okay? Whether you made a good choice, you can say, of course, that's the best choice the second best choice I've ever made. And explain how you felt when you were making this choice. You could say, well, I was a bit nervous because it was something uncertain. I mean, there's so much uncertainty about the future, and I want to have, I mean, everything set up, my own rules, but this was such a decision choice, allowing me like to not to see what I was waiting for the future somehow. But I trusted and yeah, right?
I can hear you in the last part.
Okay, sorry. So again, I'm just giving you an idea. So the idea, describe an important choice you had to make in your life, and then you have to say when, you have to say what you had to choose between, and then you have to say whether you made a good choice and explain. I mean, this is just an example, right? In the exam, you will have another, I mean, I have several here, but yeah, let's see. Okay, remember, so you will have, when you see this, the examiner will give you 1 minute to prepare. There you can take notes, okay? You can take notes. You can write down something down, okay? Then when your 1 minute is up, you will have 2 minutes to answer, right? Okay.
Eh, we must to
Okay,
answer
go ahead.
4 questions or in general.
You must answer I mean, you have to describe this. Let's say, for example, the important choice. Well, you have to choose what decision you made. So let's say going to university, right? Then with this, you have to describe when, okay, when you went to university, what, I mean, you have to read to the questions, whether, whether you made a good choice or not. You can say it was a good decision and explain how you felt when you were making this choice. Okay? So you have 2 minutes to answer, and in your answer, you will have to be sure that these four things here will be there. When, what, whether, and explain how. Okay? How you felt. Is it clear now? Okay. So we're going to practice, okay? Let's practice a little bit. Do you see my screen? Okay, Joanna, going with you.
Okay.
Okay, so remember, let me just remember here, part two, 3 to
I
me.
can hear
Part
you.
three.
I can hear you.
What about you, Jenny? Do you hear me well? Esperanza, do you hear me well?
Can preguntar?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yes,
maybe it's the
teacher.
connection there in Guayaquil, but that's okay. Let me just repeat it again.
Okay.
Is it is important taking, I mean, you will have to bear in mind your time, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 more minutes. Okay, the different sections. Okay, so we will practice. So okay, here, Joanna, you have to describe your favorite photograph. Here is your card. I'm giving you 1 minute, sorry, 1 minute to prepare. You can take notes. So this is your 1 minute preparation. Go ahead.
With me? Oh,
Sorry,
who's me?
sorry. I I cannot hear you. I don't listen. I don't hear you well. I don't hear you well, Joanna. Okay, now I hear you. Okay, Joanna just left. Okay, that's okay. Okay, Jennifer. Okay,
Yes.
hello, Joanna.
Hello, teacher. I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay, Joanna, we're going to practice. Okay, part two.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to check the card. Remember, you have 1 minute to prepare, and after that, I will tell you to when you have to. Okay, okay,
Okay.
go ahead. So this is your card. You see my screen, right?
No. Yes.
What about now?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Answer the question right now, or I have a minute. A minute.
Sorry, what did you say?
Uh, I have a minute for prepare or answer
Yes,
right now.
to prepare. You have one
Okay.
minute to prepare.
Okay.
1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, Joanna, your minute is up. You can start talking.
Okay. Okay. My favorite picture was uh, uh, took in Samaka. Was about the last year, no, the last 2 years, no, last 1 year. Sorry. It was with all my family because uh, my sister left in left no my sister traveled to Mexico and mm, this was really good because uh, we are the whole family and a friend of my sister took the picture. Uh, the three question I don't understand. And the
Okay,
last
that's all. Okay, thank you so much.
okay.
Okay, Joanna. Okay, so do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me give you let me make a review, okay? So remember, you will have here the card and the to prepare. Where you can take note down something. Where was the photo taken? Okay, let's see where. Then you write it down. Okay, where it was in. You don't have to write it all down, but some hints, okay? Some specific words that will help you to keep developing your idea. So you would say, where was the photo taken? It was taken in Cartagena. You can write that down. You can write it, okay? You can take note. Who took the photo? You could say, my dad took the photo. What can be seen from the photo? You could say mountains, the mountains of something. Okay, this is your 1 minute. Explain why it is the favorite photograph for you. It is my favorite photograph because we were spending time as a, and that is one of my values in the world. Let's say. Then you write it. You write that down, right? Then you will have then the examiner will tell you, okay, your 1 minute is up. Now I want you to talk. So you could say, well, my favorite photograph or photo is that when I was 10 years old and I'm making I don't know, I'm making a line with my family here and it was taken in Valledupar, let's say. It was taken by my dad. At that time he was recording something about us and he also so we can see what we can see in the picture or from the photo. You don't have to remember. I mean, you don't have to say again what can be seen from the photo. Well, in the photo, it can be seen who took the photo. You don't have to repeat the questions. You only have to answer and to talk for those 2 minutes. Okay? Is it clear now for you for each one of you?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay. So Esperanza, now I'm going with you. Let me choose another one. Okay, this one, Esperanza. Let me just give you one. Okay, Here is your card, Esperanza.
Preguntas, tengo un minuto, ¿no? I have 1 minute. I have 1 minute. Really?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Now you have 1 minute to prepare. You can
To
take
prep-
notes, write something down, and then I will tell you to talk.
Uy, qué pues.
Okay. So you have 1 minute now. Go ahead. Prepare. Prepare your answers.
No soy religiosa. Pero es ciudad, La Laja, no sé, ya. An interesting city for me is the Santuario de Las Lajas in Nariño. I went there with my family. There are 1 years age. Mm, I am a religious person. Then the there there are a church. It is very beautiful. In this place, I pray with my family. I like go that place. Mm, it is a special place for me and my family because we are Catholics. Mm, it is a place uh, what has the lights in the santuario in the purple, green, and blue colors. In the night is a wonderful place.
Okay. Thank you so much. So that is. Thank you so much, Esperanza. Thank you so much, Joanna. Jennifer. Let's practice a little bit with you. Is it okay? Yep. Okay. Same thing. Jennifer.
Okay,
Same
teacher.
card. Okay. Go ahead. You
Yeah.
have 1 minute to prepare. Go ahead.
Describe Siri.
Yes. Same thing. Describe an interesting city you know and like.
Mm,
Go ahead. You have 1 minute to prepare. Okay. 1 minute preparation.
okay, teacher. Mm, where is what? Okay. Mm, um,
Okay. Wait.
mm,
Yeah. Wait. I will tell you when you will start talking.
okay. Mm,
Uh.
um,
Wait, Jennifer. I will tell you. Wait. I'm gonna tell you. You can talk now. Wait. Oh, okay.
okay, teacher.
The examiner will tell you when you have to start talking. Okay. So you have to wait. Wait for your examiner to tell you. Okay. And also for
Okay.
you Esperanza. So, okay, now you can talk. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, teacher. In interesting city, um, Suata Boyacá is located north of the department. Is a spectacular city with great tourist cities. Uh, for example, El Chorro. This is attractive city is a large drop of water passing through in the sun sandbox. Um, Other the city is the Mirador, is a majestic review on the barrel of Chicamocha. For third, can see the Chicamocha River. Uh, Sata is city very religious, with simple people, inter, um, the people is um, um, um,
Okay,
funny.
thank you so much.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, yeah. So, I mean, this is the idea. Okay? Remember, you will have
Okay.
1 minute to talk. I mean, sorry, 1 minute to prepare. There you can take notes or write something down, okay? Type in your computer. Okay, so that is part two, and then you will have 2 minutes to go on to talk. Right?
Excuse
Okay, good.
me.
Yeah, this is the procedure. Okay, can you mute your microphone, please? Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Esperanza. Keljan, I didn't see you were here. How are you? It's good to see you. Where are you?
Hi, I am in a small town in Barranquilla, but the connection is very bad. I have been trying to connect, but I can't do it now.
Okay, good. So yeah. So as I was saying, so this is kind of the idea for the. Can you mute your microphone just for a while, Keljan, please? Okay, thank you so much. So as I was saying, so this is part two, right? Thank you, Esperanza. You did good. Thank you, Jennifer. You did good, and Joanna as well. So now you have to remember, you will have 1 minute to prepare. Keljan, later on, you can check the recording about the procedure for the IELTS, okay? And it is more likely the video that we sent you before. I think you will get it. So here is about describing an interesting city you know and like, and then you will have to answer, right? 1 minute to prepare, then 2 minutes to talk, and then part three, we're moving forward, okay? We're gonna practice part three. You will have 5 minutes, part three, okay? So there, part three, you will be asked about topics related to part two, okay? So for example, let's say that in part two you were talking about city. Part three, this is part three right here. You will have to tip, it's a follow-up, okay? You will follow up the idea of part two. So there you will have, for example, say something about the tourism development in your country, facilities, services, and the effect on environment, okay? So this is what the examiner will ask you in part three, okay? So any topic he asks you in part two, it will be related in part three, okay? In part three, you will be talking not the same thing, but it will be based on it, okay? It will be based on part two. I want you to be ready for that. I want you to, okay, let us practice. And remember, Remember, part three is about 5 minutes, 5 minutes long. Okay, so you will have a lot of time to practice. Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen with you and let us practice. Okay, I will leave it here. Okay, in the exam you won't have this. You won't have the screen in this specific part. You will be asked about yeah, about several stuff, several things. Sorry, but yeah, here I will show you my screen. Okay, it wouldn't be a problem now. But remember, there in your exam, it wouldn't be like this. So let me go with you, um, Joanna. So Joanna, you were talking about countries, right? This one we use for you, Joanna.
Yes.
Okay. So now, so this is part three. You will have 5 minutes to talk on your own. And let me ask you some question, okay? Will the government increase or decrease the safety guard? This is about your city.
Uh, I can understand the question. War is means
Okay, will the government increase? It is, will the government give safety guard or not? Increase is level up to give more, and is to give less, more and less. Safety guard is about, it's about the safety of the citizens. Do you
mm,
understand?
like
Police.
okay.
Okay, so will the government increase or decrease the safety guard?
Uh, uh, Increase, I think, but safety wise is like security of the
Yes,
country.
right.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. I think it's increase
It's
because
increasing.
say crazy because uh, for many uh, for the security of the country. I don't know. No, I don't. I can see any government.
Okay, Joanna, that's good. What are the changes to the local people and economy? Joanna, what are the changes to the local people and economy?
Uh, uh, okay. I think in my municipality is Samaka. I think will change. For example, uh, the self of the products of the country of the because uh, sometimes it's very cheap and this affects the people who work in the country, not in the country, in the farm. Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
so what is the impact on the historic place by tourists?
Uh, in fact, the tourist knows the history and understand the motivation of these issues. No sé.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, thank you so much. So we're practicing, okay? So this is the idea.
Okay.
This is the idea. Let me just give you something, okay? Okay, don't worry if you don't understand a question. You can, I mean, you can ask again. Sorry, what's that? The problem will be if you don't understand at all, okay? If you don't understand the, I mean, if you don't understand, if you understand nothing from the question, of the question. So, I want you to practice, okay? A little bit more, maybe on Google. You can Google speaking part IELTS, part one, part two, and part three, and practice on your own, okay? So this is kind of, let me just explain to you again the procedure. So part one, you will have general questions. It will last I mean, it will last 4 to 5 minutes, okay? And that's, you will have to answer up to 4 questions for 3 topics. Remember, the examiner has several questions for you. So it is okay if you finish saying, I'm from Valledupar, which is the capital of the Vallenato. That's it. That's good. The examiner will ask you again. I mean, if you develop a little bit more your answer, that will be good, but not that too much, okay? The part two, the examiner will hand you a card with a topic on it. Then you have 1 minute to prepare for the topic. Here, you will have 1 minute to prepare. Remember that. So take notes, write something down about this is kind of what it is. This is kind of the card that you will be, that it will be given to you. Okay. So in part three, it is, okay. So here after that, you will be given this card, 1 minute to prepare, write down, take notes. After that, you will have 2 minutes. The examiner will tell you, okay, now you have 2 minutes to talk, and then you answer when you have this choice, and so 2 minutes for that. Longer answers are needed for higher scores. Remember that. Okay, part three, 5 minutes, and it is a discussion, sorry, based on part two. Okay, remember, if in part two, you, let's say part two, okay, right? You were talking about, let's say, favorite photograph, part two, right? Where was the photo taken, and then so on. Part three is going to be about the photo, how to take good photo. When do people use this is part three. When do people use camera? How can the new technology put cinema skill advance? That's it, okay? So in part two, let's say in part two you were talking about your country, then you will be talking in part three about country as well. Some aspects, some features about your country. So let's say describe a party. Part two, part three will be a little bit about that. But it will be questions, okay? Part two, you will be given a card. In part three, you will be asked several questions about part two. What's the difference between and friendly party? Why are some people late for party, tension, and so on? Okay, is it clear? I just want that clear for you, and I want you to practice. Okay, okay. Joanna, Kelvin, Jennifer, and Esperanza. I want you to practice because if you practice, then you will be able to master the idea and the procedure for IELTS. Okay, so this is the overview, and I want you to be ready for next encounter. And yeah, I also, it's important for you to take the listening quizzes. Take the listening quizzes that are 10, 10 points of the 20 that we give you for this weekly encounters. Okay, so I want you to check again the video that we sent before about the IELTS, and then yeah, we will see each other next encounter. Okay. Before finishing, do you have comments? Okay, well, you don't have questions. Okay. Do you have questions?
I
Okay,
have a
get it.
question.
Go ahead, Kajan.
Okay, in IELTS exam, we are going work with together with other partner, or is it is individually? It's different like the CAA.
Exactly. Exactly that. Yeah. It's it it is not going to be in pairs, so you have to be ready for that. Okay. Yeah, it will be in pairs, but I mean, if you're ready to get, that's okay. But for IELTS specifically, you wouldn't be in pairs. Okay. It is only
Okay,
you. Uh-huh.
yes, and the second question is
Go ahead.
about the screen. During the exam, we have an screen with a question, or is only listening, and we need to listen the question from the evaluator, and after answer about it, or we have
Okay, yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, thanks for asking. You will be in part two, you will be given a card, okay? Just like the one I show you before. Only in part two, okay? You will be given a card just like this. Do you see my screen now? Okay,
yes.
only in part two. Yeah, only in part two. Part one and part three will be asking questions, okay? You will have to listen and you will have to pay attention and you will have to answer. But in part two,
Ah,
you will be given something like this, okay? Only in part two.
okay. During the video about IELTS exam, I I I see that is not don't have good punctuation when you ask the examiner to repeat the question. But what happened in the part three? I don't understand anything. Uh, of course, the pronunciation of the examinator is not clear to me. Are there any
Yeah,
problem if I say, hey, can you repeat the question or rephrase the question?
yes, of course. I mean, of course, it will, yeah, it will less you some points. But if you less you more points if you don't answer the question. So if you don't understand the question and then you just, I mean, if you're too shy or maybe you don't want to ask again, that will be worse. Okay. If you don't understand, you just say, please could you rephrase? I mean, uh, maybe it isn't that you didn't understand. Maybe it's just a bit confused. You can buy time saying, okay, let me think a little bit about the question. Can you say it again? That will be something to do because it will be worse if you don't answer. If you don't understand and then you just keep quiet, that will be bad because if you don't answer that, yeah, that will take a lot of points. But the best thing, the best thing so that does not happen to you is to practice. Okay, practice on Google, check some questions and do it. I mean, ask yourself. You can also get together with a partner and then you can practice. That's the best thing for you to do in order to not have like that uh blackout. Like I don't know what to say. I don't understand. Practice a lot. Practice a lot. Several questions, okay? And then you will be able to answer them, okay?
Okay, thank you for the advice.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelvin. Really good question. Thank you for that. Okay, guys. So it is already 5:10, 5:08. So see you around. See you next encounter. Be attentive here so that if we have news for you, I can type it here in the chat box. Okay. So bye bye, Jennifer. Bye bye, Esperanza, Keljan, and Joanna. See you around.
So
It
thank
was
you.
good to talk to you.
Bye,
Yes,
See
that's
you.
teacher.
the
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
bye bye. Thank you.